What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen, live at the 19th Annual Garden State Film Festival. We are at the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge located inside the Berkeley Oceanfront Hotel. My name is Ming Chen. I'm here with
CJ Cullen.
a constant co-host, my friend. I love it. You got to keep up. Yeah, you got your energy, your drive is amazing. You're a school teacher, so you have to be on.
We've been rocking it today, I think.
Yeah, but I'm here with Luke and Davis. They're from the film The Stamp Collector. Here, nice. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, filmmakers.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys more talented than me. I just like talking about films. You guys actually made them and created them. You guys have screened already today. Which block did you screen at?
BK 19.
What time was that? Yeah, I don't.
2:30.
Okay, yeah. And I can't decipher these code names. They're like, what are these launch codes?
BK 19 sounds like Burger King. The 19th went down the road.
Burger King 19. How was the reception? How did it go today?
It was nice. Yeah.
Very small. Yeah. But yeah, it was great reception. A lot of cool films shown in that block. Yeah.
We kind of been saying because we've screened as many as possible in person, and they are very, they're exceptional.
Yeah.
And so I've been telling every filmmaker we've been talking, is like, listen, they didn't pick everybody. Mm-hmm. They picked out the best for this one, and I think that I know they have integrity, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think this is kind of the first one where we're back, right?
We're back.
We're live in person.
Yeah.
And I feel that they were very selective. So
how did you guys get to see this live before this at all? Or this is the first time?
With an audience?
First time.
This is the live premiere of the festival.
Whoa,
that's awesome.
Right.
Short,
that's a good feeling.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and the block was really cool. We had a film by this guy named Roger Spottiswoode, who his actor said he was the writer of 48 Hours and he did the James Bond movie. Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah. Wait, he's here?
He wasn't. We were hoping he would be here.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing who you run into here. Like you wouldn't expect at all sometimes.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think if it was more a normal year, maybe he would have been here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe next year in the 20th.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to be here next year.
I think everybody's.
The numbers count, my friends. 20 is a lot.
20 is a lot, so it's going to be a big one next year.
What is the Stamp Collector about?
It's the a thief and a artificial intelligence who is his assistant struggle with their programming.
Wow. Okay, so there may be some conflict, and all right, maybe the rise of the machines, or perhaps not.
Yeah. So the thief struggles with whether or not he wants to be a thief anymore, and the robot assistant struggles with whether or not he wants to be the assistant.
Oh man. That's awesome.
He's got a spin on it too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's so he programs the AI to help him commit the perfect crime, and then something goes wrong, and he, gets into dangerous moral territory, and something happens. We don't really show what happens in the film, but there are little clues. There's blood on his sleeve. He's disheveled, but the AI really just knows that he's been programmed for so long to do this, and all of a sudden the programmer has a change of heart, and the AI is like, but what, we've worked all this time for this, and now you're just gonna back out. He doesn't understand the emotional side of it,
But in the end, it's like, who's programming who's controlling who.
Yeah, exactly.
What inspired this? Did you have a bad Siri experience, or a bad, Alexa, do this, and
just
Alexa
didn't agree
do
with
it?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was just funny. Like you'd sit in someone's house in spring of 2018, and people are saying, "Alexa, do this. Alexa, do that." It was amazing how. When did that product become? When did Alexa with Amazon?
I want to say, I remember getting one for Christmas, I think, end of 2017, or 16 or 17.
End of 17, right.
Yeah.
It was just amazing to me how that became within the vernacular. And
I love
2
it.
years before, 5 years before, I had watched and rewatched 2001: A Space Odyssey, and how.
Didn't you learn? We learned back in 79 or whenever that came out. We didn't learn.
And people are so used to it now. Actually, the robot. Terminator 2. Yeah. So
we will never learn. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
There's no fate but what we make for ourselves.
So how about you guys? What's a shared universe?
We run a podcast studio in Eatontown, New Jersey. We teach people about a podcast, and we help people launch and make podcasts amazing. So
nice.
We have
a lot of podcasters.
We have 2 locations. They're physical studios where people can come, rent it out by the hour, and record their podcasts.
Awesome. Okay, got to look it up. It sounds cool.
We teach classes. We live stream, and then as much as I love being in the studio, because it looks like we love pop culture, so it looks like a comic book blew up in there. We also go off-site, and we love going to film festivals and helping filmmakers promote their movies, because we know, you guys put blood, sweat, tears, writing, more tears, curling up in a ball trying to get money. Then you finally get the movie made, and then
no one watches it.
or you take it to film festivals. But then what? Then I was like, you know what? You guys should start a podcast. Talk about how you succeeded, where you failed, how you raised money, what the writing process was like. Get your cast and crew to interview them, to hear what their experiences were like, and then hopefully inspire other filmmakers. So
there's a lot of podcasters who are filmmakers.
And we love being at film festivals in particular. Everyone's got their story about how their film came to be, and I just want to hear great stories. CJ runs several film festivals in the area, and he's also a fellow podcaster as well.
Okay, cool. I look forward to keeping tabs. Where can we see
this live stream? We're literally live right now.
Yeah, we're State Film Festival.
Yeah, we're on the Garden State Film Festival Facebook page. We're on their YouTube page. We're on the Shared Universe Facebook page right now. If you're out there, say hello.
Whoever else shared it, we're all over the place on their pages as well.
Yeah, we have Eric Escalon, who's been watching all day. Come back next year; it's going to be amazing. So I actually think he might. I think he might be in the other room watching.
Really, he's watching in the other room.
He might be in the Garden State Film Festival office right now for sure, which is amazing. Have you guys submitted to a bunch of film festivals? Have you been accepted?
Yep.
And
ready for this again? Live?
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Yeah. What's kind of fun that the feature we want to do the feature that's based on this short, and it's a good thing COVID didn't happen when we were getting ready to do that. Right. So as we're getting out of COVID, we're kind of getting ready to hopefully hit our stride. And
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Princeton, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yep. And went to.
I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I love Princeton. The Bent Spoon is one of my favorite places. Birmingham, I've been to I think 3 times. There's a Comic-Con down in Hoover called Magic City Con. That I go to every year. I've just been invited back in June, and I love that town.
Yeah.
Are they supportive of the feature films and just filmmaking in general down there?
So there's Sidewalk Film Festival, which we're hoping to get into, and that's actually a pretty big festival. In terms of filmmakers, there don't seem to be a ton of filmmakers coming out of Birmingham, which I think is a certain angle to take too. But I mean, everybody loves movies.
Yeah.
So I think there are probably people there that would love to invest in an Alabama-based filmmaker.
Sure.
And I'd love to shoot something down there too because it's so cheap.
There's some scenic stuff down there. I think there's this weird country club up on a hill that I can't remember what it's called. It's right kind of next to a radio station. And I was like, man, that would be cool.
It's the V Club.
The V Club,
right, literally right above. Yeah. I love that spot. Yeah, we used to go there in high school.
Yeah, and someone was like, oh man, it's an old school place. I'm like, how old school? They're like, they have one of those light up disco floors in there apparently. And I'm like, where else are you gonna find it? We gotta shoot something up there.
Yeah, no, seriously, there are so many scenic places, and the architecture is so cool. It's like a lot of mid-century modern. And I'd love to shoot there. There have been a few movies shot there recently, like The Devil All the Time, the Tom Holland movie.
Right.
Yeah, and I'd love to go down there, but we're trying to shoot our feature in New Jersey.
That's cool. How did you guys become friends?
Fordham. We went to school in
Fordham.
Yeah. We where did we first meet? Oh, first night of college.
First night, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good story. You want to tell the story?
It was fate.
Yeah, it kind of.
Tell it from your perspective.
From my perspective, so I had met his roommate at orientation like that day. This is like the first night of college.
Yeah.
And his roommate came out with me and my roommate, and we were like, oh, like let's go out. It's New York. Let's go out and party, of course. And so we go out, and Luke comes with us into the subway, and we get to the thing, and he's like, oh, like where are we going? And we're like, oh, we're going to like go party somewhere. And he's like, I'm gonna hang back. And so Luke just like turns in the other direction.
Right.
And it's just funny how like the kind of separate directions, but we came back together.
Yeah.
You guys had fun with Michael. You went to like the party where the robot was blowing
They had like
smoke.
dancing stormtroopers shooting smoke.
Yeah.
We got swindled out of paid $20 to get in, and I was like, I didn't show my ID.
Right.
And so but then I was like, wait, I want a drink now. So I was like, hey, actually I forgot to show my like real ID. I'm actually 21. And the guy was like, oh yeah, come this way. And he like led me down the staircase, and I was like, oh, this must be like the VIP section. And then he just closes the door, and I realize I'm outside.
Oh, dang. And you didn't get your $20 back. You get your cover back.
Now that right there is a short film.
That's a short right there. I just the long exit or the short exit.
Yeah, just end it that way. Just end it like.
Yeah.
That's totally short right there.
Yeah. And my side of that night, it was more of a tender story. So I walked home by myself from whatever. That was like the 57th
Columbus
Street?
Circle,
Columbus Circle Station.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're in Upper West, like close by. So I walked back, and then the person who I didn't get to meet that day was the guy who'd be my roommate that year.
Yeah.
He was a student from China. So I roomed us, and it was just fascinating. We were hanging out, and I was showing him the DVDs that I brought, the movies that I was into, and he was like, none of all the movies I was watching like were from totally different experience for him, and I was talking to him about China and stuff. So that was my first night of college, kind of thing.
That's awesome, man. And then so just fate. You guys became friends and collaborators afterwards, or?
Well, the cool thing was the other next story we tell is probably The Martian, right? Yeah. So I got the tickets to the New York Film Festival premiere of The Martian with Matt Damon.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
We saw that. And Sebastian Stan was there, and a couple of actors.
Jessica Chastain was.
Jessica Chastain,
Oh, nice. Okay,
I had a big crush on Jessica Chastain. Still do.
He met her too.
Yeah,
And you got to meet her.
I think that was
Were you able to talk? Were you able to say hello? Because like when I met Leah Thompson recently, and I go, and he had to talk because I was like,
I was like, he says he's a big fan.
Yeah.
I'm like translating for him.
the words were in my brain, but they wouldn't come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So were you in that kind of mode?
No, actually, I got to talk to her. She was a really nice lady. She went to Juilliard, actually, which is right across from Lincoln Center.
Right.
Where they were showing the film that night at a Juilliard building.
Yeah,
What an actress. She's so good.
Yeah, she was great. So she was doing Crimson Peak that fall and The Martian. And she's like, oh, check out, because I was telling her, I'm trying to make my films then, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the hustle is real. But we saw The Martian, the Ridley Scott Martian, which was a good movie, right?
Yeah,
they get out.
I enjoyed it.
Donald Glover comes up with the.
Donald Glover, the best.
The way with the we can pick him up right here.
The Skyhook or whatever, and then we were walking out and we were talking about the guy who directed that was Ridley Scott, and I think the movie that he directed before that was this movie called The Counselor.
Yeah.
And everyone hated that movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Except for the two of us.
Yeah.
We were both like, we just loved it. And we were like, we definitely knew like there's some connection.
Yeah, that was it. That was the moment. Because everybody else hates The Counselor.
Everyone hates it still to this day. You talk to anyone, they hate that movie. Yeah. There's actually a shot in our short film that's a reference to one of the shots in Counselor.
That's awesome. So the stamp, like, what did you guys shoot it on, like camera-wise, gear?
Yeah. So our DP was great. Dan Rodriguez is actually Tim's found him from Tim. He's a Queens product.
I should have known the guy armed with all the gear.
I introduced you, saying Dan's a good friend of mine to go back, and I introduced him to Luke. He's great. I can't recommend him.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, he's a Queens, a very humble and tough kid from Queens who. What was the whole gambit of the short was, I had talked to Dan about nerd tech stuff for years and whatever, talked about Blade Runner 2049, and I was like, all right, Dan, like, let's just go to Panavision, ask them to get the best cameras, best lenses, what can we get our hands on? So we did the camera that, I don't know if you guys saw that movie Hereditary. We used the lenses from that, the Panavision Primos and the Ari Raw, the RXT kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's funny. Now we're doing the feature. We're going the total different way. We're doing 16 millimeter film and
Why film? Why you want to go old? Why go into old school?
Old school.
The new stuff, you're the same as everyone else. I don't know.
You're gonna have to find the old editors and get some grease tape.
You can actually edit on the computer. You can edit on the computer.
You can
scan it in, and then it's digitized.
You don't have to splice it anymore.
No splicing.
Yeah. I was kind of looking forward to that part.
I remember doing that. You hear me the voice, you cut there.
Yeah, but shoot, you still have to. You gotta like get armed with enough film stock to last the shoot.
Yeah,
you have to buy
Kodak.
film stock.
I'm talking to Kodak. They seem to be pretty
They're still
amenable.
Okay.
And I think that I think that's a bit of a misconception that the pricing is cheaper for digital, but okay.
Yeah. Wow,
see-
that's interesting though. That's a great. That'll look cool though for sure.
Yeah.
That really will
just
look cool.
that you can't get that raw grain even with filters. Post processing. It's not.
A lot
you
of
can
big
tell.
filmmakers still like to work with 35.
Yes.
So they go back anyway.
Let's tell a quick story about 35
Yeah.
because we want to
Please.
bow out. So,
Okay.
shot on 35 in the summer of 2019 with Steven Spielberg's West Side Story,
Yes.
and our star David Alvarez, our friend who also went to Fordham for a year. He's playing Bernardo, Maria's older brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's his
Now,
first
that was supposed to
major
be
film.
out already, right?
No, not. It would be out.
It would be out.
It was supposed to be.
COVID pushed it
COVID
all.
pushed it. That's what I
But a
meant.
35 millimeter film. It's going to look great. Epic
Yeah.
New York City
Wow.
musical. So
That's amazing. Where can we learn more about the stamp collector? You guys are Instagram. You have a website.
yeah, there's an Instagram on it, and that's pretty much the only
Stamp Collector
thing.
movie.
Yeah, we're
Stamp
trying to
Collector movie, okay.
not push it out there too much right now. We're trying to let the real fans find it, and then we'll see. Yeah.
Okay,
But
I mean, we're definitely
keep your eye
going to.
on
we
it.
are spreading the word right now.
But it's going to be
go
in
ahead,
film
yeah.
festivals coming soon, right?
Yeah.
Coming soon
If
to
you can
film
find it in a
festivals near
festival
you.
like this, it'll
Yeah.
play there. You can't find it online. That's just how it goes. You got to come in real life to see it. So.
There you go.
then-
That's
yeah.
the best way to get
Yeah,
people
yeah.
to come in and go
That's
see it. right?
amazing. Luke, Davis, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so
Stamp
much.
Thanks for
Collector, you
being
guys
here.
are amazing. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Great stories, man.
Thank you guys for watching. 19th annual Garden State Film Festival continues on all this weekend.
Yeah.
GSFF.org. Come visit us here at the podcast lounge or watch all the films online. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, and thank you. We will see you momentarily with another live
Yeah,
stream.
the next one. Who's up next?